I don't think you should even mention it to your insurance company. It's not worth the hassle and your rates will go up.
Somebody have an accident?
There was a note on Lucy's windshield that said she dinged the car with the car door.
Which I did not do. I always make sure that I have room. This guy says he's gonna call the police if I don't pay him.
Then pay him.
I don't recall asking for your advice.
Lucy, I'm a gentleman. You don't have to ask.
Something like this happened to me once. I parked my car at the top of a hill with a lake at the bottom, and I must not have put it totally in park when I got out. Anyway, the car starts rolling down the hill right toward the lake. I'm standing there, paralyzed, watching it. There was absolutely nothing I could do. It was really embarrassing.
And? Did it go in the lake?
No, I got lucky. There was a tree at the bottom. That stopped it.
At least you didn't hit a tree.
All I know is Dr. Elliot Pierre is very badly mistaken if he thinks I'm gonna roll over and just pay for his little ding.
Agent Gans? Hey, what there, mate?
Oh, was it somebody's birthday?
Not mine.
Oh, secret admirer?
Get your own. On second thought, you can have these. It's one of those we've moved cards. You know, announcing a change of address.
Who sent it?
Jed Whitaker.
Why does that sound familiar?
Where's he moving?
There's no new address listed.
No, but his old address is Leavenworth Federal Penitentiary.
If I live to be 100 and never see the 7 wonders, that'll be alright. Should my tender heart be broken, I will cry those teardrops knowing that I will be just fine. 'Cause nothing changes who I am. I am Rosemary's granddaughter, the spinning image of my father. And when the day is done, my mama's still my biggest fan. Sometimes I'm clueless and I'm clumsy, but I got friends that love me, and they know just where I stand. It's all a part of me, and that's who I am. That's who I am.
Hey, checked out your balloon man.
Jed Whitaker. Real sweetheart, this bloke. Armed robbery, attempted murder for shooting a bank guard, 12 years from the state. Model prisoner, though. Library work, infirmary, the laundry. Sounds like the perfect little homemaker.
Why can't you get information this fast when we're working a case?
What's going on, D?
I busted him. Must have been over 10 years ago. To be honest, I've been racking my brain trying to remember him and not coming up with much.
Did he strike you as a wacko? Dangerous?
Not any more than anybody else. I put in a call to the prison warden to see if they know anything. Did he used to pin my picture to the dartboard during rec time?
Maybe we ought to pay him a visit, huh? He sends balloons, we send around the welcome wagon.
If he happens to step in front of it.
Hey.
Sounds tempting. But hold that thought.
We've got a guy on line 3 asking for the case agent on Elkins Holdings, and Dimitrius isn't here.
I'm working on it with him. I can take it.
Okay.
Got a minute?
Sure, for you, maybe even a minute and a half.
I took a call from an informant on the Elkins Holdings case.
And?
He said he used to deal with the Kansas City office. I checked, and they said he was a gold mine of information. Then suddenly he dropped off their radar, and they didn't know where he went. He wants to meet with us tonight.
Oh, sometimes you just fall into it.
Tonight. Figures. I'm meeting Donna for dinner, and I can't miss this one. Can we reschedule?
He wouldn't give me his number. He was a bit odd, paranoid. Kansas City said he was like that.
Can you cover for me?
Oh, sure. I'd love to have dinner with Donna.
So, Why don't I just start clean by saying, I'm sorry.
Do you know what you're sorry for?
Whatever it is you want me to be sorry for. Sure. Have I done something?
No.
What?
Not exactly. It's just that I don't think either one of us are very good at this kind of stuff.
What kind of stuff?
This us kind of stuff. You would never bring it up, and I just let it go way too long.
I didn't think there was anything to bring up.
Well, that's something to be sorry for. Do you ever wish that we could be, I don't know, more of what we used to be?
This is an informant I've been trying to get a hold of. Oh, Gans. I need to see you tomorrow. Why don't you make it for the bagel place on 3rd, 10 o'clock? All right. It's off. Now, what were you saying?
I don't know. What was I saying?
Mr. Gans?
Yeah.
There's a call for you.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. I couldn't help but notice you and your husband. You make a very nice couple.
Thank you.
You're lucky. Don't ever take it for granted. It would have been 14 years next May.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ah, that's all right. Sometimes life throws you a curve. Anyway, have a wonderful evening.
Thanks. Who was that?
There was nobody there. But if it's important, I'm sure they'll call me back.
One can only hope.
Who was that?
I don't know, just some guy. He actually thinks we make a great couple. Funny, huh? Still fooling the public. Dimitrius. What is wrong? Do you know him?
It's nothing.
Just ran out of a restaurant. Don't tell me nothing!
Could you go back inside? Please? I'll be right there. Bobby, it's Dee. I just saw Whitaker.
Don't you dare get out of this car.
Donna.
I'm not going inside while you continue with this macho silent bit. I mean it. Who was he?
Name's Jed Whitaker. I arrested him about 12 years ago.
What does he want?
I don't know.
Sorry, I'm late.
Joshua Dugan?
It's a disguise. You mind?
Please, sit down.
They're looking for me. That's why I'm wearing this.
Who's looking for you?
Well, everybody. You guys. At least the FBI in Kansas City. Probably.
I talked to them. They know you're in contact with us now.
That's good. That's good. Then they told you my information is good.
Yes, they did.
Elkins Holdings. If they even knew I was talking to you, they're probably looking for me right now. It's very dangerous, you know. If they even knew I... Oh, look what I did. I'm not very good in public right now. It's all right there. I've listed over a dozen Aunt Peggy's chicken franchises that are laundering money from various sources. And there's more. A lot more. But if you want it, same as in Kansas City. I say, and you pay. What
was that on his face? Beard club for men?
He's obviously paranoid. He gave me a list of Aunt Peggy's Chicken franchise in Virginia, Maryland, and D.C. that he says are part of this laundering operation.
Well, I hope he's wrong.
Excuse me?
I love Aunt Peggy's Chicken. I can't even think of her heading off to the slammer.
I don't really think there's an Aunt Peggy.
Yes, there is. Haven't you seen the sweet old lady on the picture?
She's not a real person.
So young, so naive, so much to learn.
The guys down in accounting confirmed Aunt Peggy's Chicken's on their list. They've been investigating them, but haven't shared that information with anyone. They want to talk to our guy.
Oh, it's a sad day for grease lovers all over D.C.
Myles, I need a favor.
Really? I seem to remember needing a favor myself not so long ago when a certain someone, I think it was you, told me to buzz off.
Hey, don't make this worse than it already is.
Where's the fun in that?
Listen, Myles, if there was anybody else I could ask, believe me, I would. But I know you know a lot about cars, so... It's the ding thing. I can't sleep at night thinking about this Dr. Elliot Pierre guy.
Yes, I couldn't sleep either after you told me to buzz off. I also seem to remember you referring to me as you little creep.
I never said little.
Well, that makes me feel a lot better.
Can you please go with me and look at the scratch and see what this guy is crying about? I really need your expert opinion.
It's so nice to be appreciated.
The tech's just finished setting up the trap and trace at your house.
All right, I better call Donna.
No, I already called her and let her know not to say anything she doesn't want us to hear on the phone.
Thanks. What about that restraining order?
Bad timing, mate. Judge Beach is out of town. Found myself in front of the Honourable Judge Rowland. He said something about a restaurant being a public place and this a free country before inviting me to remove myself from his courtroom.
Who wants to go for a ride?
Where are we going?
Well, it's like the judge says. You know, it's a free country. If he doesn't mind if Whitaker talks to me, he won't mind if I talk to Whitaker. I think it's about time we paid him a welcome visit.
Whoa. Thought you'd never ask.
I'll talk to him. Let me handle it.
Oh, you're no fun, mate.
And maybe we'll get lucky and he'll try to run.
I don't think our little balloon man is home.
Hi, I'm Lucy Dotson.
Dr. Elliot Pierre, I would like to get this taken care of as soon as possible.
Just what sort of a doctor are you, Doctor?
My doctorate is in ergonomics from Columbia. I received my master's at Princeton and my undergraduate degree at Brown.
Princeton? Oh, well, then we probably have some acquaintances in common. Do you know,
May we see the alleged scratch?
It is right here on the passenger door.
a 69 Corvette, Azure Blue, paint code 976?
You know cars.
This is the car I had in college.
You had a 69 Stingray.
Well, no, mine was new.
That really doesn't look that bad.
This is triple-coated Azure Blue 976. Original paint. You can't even get that shade anymore.
I believe that's right.
Well, I'm sure it can be fixed.
No matter what you do or think, I know one thing. It will never be in its former, unblemished, perfect condition.
Well, let's see here. This, and there. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but there's no way around it. This car is scarred.
Game's over already?
About 10 minutes ago.
Just my luck. First soccer game in history to start on time. How'd we do?
We won. Davy scored a goal.
Where's Davy?
He's just over there with Andre and Travis. Dimitrius!
Davy! Come here.
Dad, what's going on?
It's okay, okay? Just go with your mom. All right, just do it. Agent Gann's soccer dad. You got a problem we need to talk about?
No problem. Your boy is quite a player. You should have seen him.
You hear me, Whitaker. You do not want to play this game.
Relax, Gans. I'm just a soccer fan.
Find a different sport.
Oh, but I'm so enjoying this one.
But trust me, you won't if I decide to play too. If I see you or hear from you again, I will not take mercy. Jack, get SOG rolling to Whitaker's address. And scramble a tech unit to my house.
You have motion detectors around the entire perimeter, light sensors on all the outside spotlights, and infrared lenses on the cameras. You should be pretty well set.
Thanks for getting this done so fast.
I'll do it. Not a problem.
Gans. Good. Thanks. I appreciate it. Here, let me get that.
I got it.
Bobby just called. We got the restraining order.
Good. I finally got a hold of my mother. She knows that we're coming. She's happy she's gonna get to see the kids. As soon as I'm finished packing, I'll pick up the kids at the McDaniels. You know, Dimitrius, this guy's crazy.
I don't think he's gonna come back, and if he does, we'll arrest him. In the meantime, the alarm's in, we got SOG on his place. It's all taken care of. You're gonna be back home before you know it.
Hello. I'm sorry that no one can get to the phone right now, but if you leave
We're
a
busy.
message, we'll call you right back. Hey, Donna. Just wanted to tell you, you look great in the blue robe you're wearing.
Where are you, Whitaker?
Calm down, Agent Gans. Don't want to scare your lovely wife. You'd better take her back inside.
He knows where we live.
Don't worry. We're gonna find him.
We canvassed the neighborhood. Nobody saw much of anything.
Hey, SOG called. Whitaker just got home.
Hey, the SOG guys say that he went inside when he got home, then he went out back to the shed about 5 minutes ago. Still in there.
All right. Let me handle this.
Hey, we're just here for backup.
Yep.
still like to watch the sun come up. It's been too long. When I was a kid, I felt like everything happened in slow motion. I couldn't wait till my 16th birthday to get my driver's license. I thought it would never come. Months seemed like years. Now, everything happened so fast. Seems like just last week we got married. Remember Tanya being born? And then Davy. It's like a second ago. And now I blink and they're so big. How did we get here so fast?
I know. It's like our lives are flying downhill and we spend all our time trying to catch up.
I want to tell you that I don't take you for granted. It always seems like there's always something important that demands my immediate attention, pulling me away. And the things that I care for the most get pushed to the back.
That happens to all of us. Unless we decide we aren't going to let it.
I'm thinking a lot about that. Yeah. Thanks. They found the dental records. Whitaker died in the shed.
There you go. Change the oil, check the plugs, topped up all the fluids.
This is ridiculous. $1,272 for a scratch I didn't commit.
A guy said Lucy dinged his car door.
$1,200. Seems awful high to me.
Thank you, Charlie. That's what I thought, too.
The price doesn't sound out of line. We are, after all, talking about a 1969 Corvette. You're lucky he doesn't make you replace the entire door panel. Well, he could, you know.
Yeah, I know. Triple coated azure blue, paint code 976.
Oh, I'm afraid Myles is right. That paint is almost impossible to get. You have to mix it up special. Has its own consistency and color.
A2, Charlie?
Charlie, are you saying you can identify a car by its paint job?
Not saying I can, but somebody can.
Oh, hi, JP.
Sue, how are you?
Fine, thanks. I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
If I got the paint from a small dent in a car, could you tell me what car caused the dent?
Yeah, probably.
How big did the scraping have to be?
Give me an eyelash from a hummingbird. I'll tell you what he had for breakfast.
Isn't it great working for the FBI, Levi? I think it's time we took matters into our own hands. All we need is a little sample of paint scraping from the ding area. That'll prove it wasn't your car.
Be careful. I'll cover your back. I've always wanted to say that. Okay, go. Oh my gosh. When I said I'd cover her back, I never thought I'd actually have to do it.
No, I'll paint. It'll be fine.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hey.
Dr. Pierre, can I talk to you for a minute?
What are you doing here?
I just came here to tell you that I'm having trouble with my finances at the moment. And I was just wondering if there was maybe, you know, a payment plan or something that we could work out, that I could pay you in installments.
No.
Levi, come here. It's probably a squirrel or something. So what do you say? Does a payment plan work for you? I mean, it's either that or I'm gonna have to buy a whole new wardrobe because mine won't fit, because I'm not gonna be able to eat, because I can't afford food and your car at the same time, and I don't have enough money for a new wardrobe, right? So.
What did you have in mind?
You know, whatever, a month.
A week.
A week, okay.
With interest.
Okay. Okay, okay. You know what? Let me crunch the numbers, and then let me get back to you and tell you how much I can afford to pay and still have enough for maybe one meal a day.
I will not forgive the interest.
Okay.
Hey, Big D. Jack. Time to go home, man.
Yeah. Let's get something to finish up here.
Everything okay?
Everything's kind of an all-encompassing word.
Step into my office. I just happen to have an opening. It's been a tough week.
You and I have worked together a long time, Jack. Been through a lot. You ever think about hanging it up?
No. I can honestly say that I have not.
Well, I can't say that anymore. Sometimes I think it would be nice to be able to be home for dinner every night. Make weekend plans and actually keep them. Not have my wife worry about the father of her children.
You have any idea where you might go?
No. There's a lot of places I could go. Thinking maybe I should check some of them out. Avion Security. Looking for a few good men. Don't you think I'd look good in a nice big office with a nice big salary?
I don't know about that. And I don't know what it's like to have people waiting for you when you come home at night. And I would never try to tell you what to do with your life. But I do know what it's like to have a job that you totally believe in. One where you wake up every morning and you know that you're doing something good and valuable, and I know what that means to you. But if you can look me in the eye and tell me that you are ready to hand down your badge and walk away, I'll be there to support you. I'll help you in any way I can.
Am I under surveillance?
If you are, I've been made. I'm gonna leave the bureau. There's some pretty good opportunities out there for a guy with my resume. I'm gonna get something good lined up first.
Have you thought this through?
That's all I've been doing the last couple of days. It makes sense.
But are you sure this is what you want?
I want what's best for us. That's what I want.
D, phone call for your line 2.
Thanks. Gans. Yeah, I know who you are. I haven't kept abreast of what's going on. Yeah, I can meet you there. I'm glad you called, Mr. Dugan. I'll see you then. Lucy, get hold of Sue. See if she can meet me at Tony's Cafe. I got a meeting with Dugan in about half an hour.
Let's go someplace private where we can have a little talk.
Mr. Dugan.
You need to stop talking and walk, or else I'll have no choice but to put a bullet in you right here.
Oh my gosh. Come on, Levi.
Jack, pick up line 1 at Sue.
This is Jack. What's up?
Dimitrius is in trouble.
What?
He left with Dugan. Dugan has a gun on him. Looks like they're going into a motel room.
Okay, where are you?
Elmhurst Motel on Commerce near 9th.
All right, stay put. We're on our way. Bobby, Myles, let's move. Come on, D, pick up, buddy.
I don't think we'll be needing that, do you?
No.
I got a little something for you. Nice little collection, isn't it? Fancy meeting me here. Things aren't always as they appear.
Jed?
Shut up. Sit down.
All right, Jed, take it easy.
Don't talk.
I can't get a visual.
You move, I shoot you.
Can I get some water?
No.
How'd you change the dental records?
It's not difficult if you work in the prison infirmary. As you can see, I've been planning for this moment for quite some time, Agent Gans. I simply changed my record with poor Dwayne Langley.
He was the one in the shed.
And you and me are the only two that are gonna know that.
What about Dugan? How'd you know about him?
You meet friends of all kinds of friends in prison. I was a model inmate. That came with privileges. Internet privileges. Anytime you made it into the newspaper about a case, I knew it. Big fan. I've got this friend. We used to talk about this guy named Josh Dugan, who was feeding information to the FBI about the Elkins holding case.
That was a Kansas City case. I only worked the Washington side. How'd you connect me?
Yeah, well, my buddy, see, he tells me that the Elkins investigation is expanding into D.C., and he figures I'll be interested. Because the case agent involved is a guy named Gans. You see, that's when I knew I had you. When I got out, all I had to do was pay Josh Dugan a visit. He gave me everything I needed. You'll find him buried under a tree in a Kansas park. Well, someone will. Not you.
They're room 107.
Okay. It doesn't sound like Josh Dugan. Are you sure he had a gun?
Yeah, I saw it.
Anyone else in there?
I only saw just two of them.
Doesn't mean there aren't more inside.
So what do you think? Okay. He's not shooting now, but he might if we start busting down the front door. I say we wait for SWAT. They're right behind us. Myles, you go around back. We'll take the front. Let's go.
The real beauty of this whole thing is that everybody thinks I'm dead. When I kill you, they won't even think about me. I thought about you a lot when I was in prison, Agent Gans.
Did you think about me? Or were you too busy with your perfect little family? My wife left me while I was in prison. Did I tell you that?
Jack, I'm in position.
Copy, hold for SWAT.
Hey, Jed. I'd probably be doing the same thing you're doing. All right? We underestimated you. Everybody sees that now. Thing is, this is the wrong way to go about it. You're not gonna get anything more out of it by killing me.
I get the satisfaction.
What? You gonna shoot me? From over there? Come on, Jed. Why don't you email it to me? Wimp? Shut up! You wanna shoot me? Let's see you be a man. Come on, Jed. Here! Right between the eyes. Come on, that's the only way to do it. Come on, Jed. What's the matter? You can't do it? Huh? What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Myles, move! Gun! Get him down! Get him down! Hands behind your back!
Glad you got here. What took you guys so long?
Well, if you want better room service, stay in a better hotel.
Let me borrow your phone. Hey, Donna. It's me. It's over.
If I have lost you.
Not a chance. You're stuck with me for a long time.
You okay?
I couldn't sleep.
Me neither. So many things on my mind.
Yeah?
We need to talk.
Seems like we've been here before.
This is different. Now it's my turn to say I'm sorry.
For what?
Not supporting you. I got caught up in thinking about me. I love you. And I appreciate what you do for us. And I don't think I've shown that enough.
Welcome to the club. I'm sorry, too. And this time I know why.
I don't want you to quit the FBI.
I'd have thought now more than ever you'd want me to.
If I really believe that's what you wanted, then that's what I'd want. But I don't believe that. I almost lost you. And my first instinct was to run and hide in my own little closet. But that's not how I choose to live. Instead, I choose to look around and recognize the blessings I've been given. We've been given. And thank God for them. And live each day as if it could be my last. And if it were my last, I know I'd want to spend it with you. And one of those blessings is the passion you have for what you do. How you totally commit to something. It's what made me feel so special for so long. So let me ask you a question. Lately, have you been working at us with the same passion you work at your job? I don't think I have either. Maybe we should both start. I'll put these away.
Guess what? You didn't ding his car. My friend at the lab said that the paint chips embedded in the ding were not from your car.
Yes! I love the lab!
That's only the beginning. Dr. Elliot Pierre is no doctor. He never went to any Ivy League university. He flunked out of Ashtabula Community College.
Knew it. Who calls himself a doctor unless they can cure something?
But here's the best. I ran the license plate number from his car, and my computer started telling me all kinds of interesting stuff. You're gonna love it.
Ms. Dotson, I hope you brought a check with you.
Dr. Pierre, or should I say Mr. Peters, I have some bad news about your check. You're not going to get it.
What's going on here?
I have proof I didn't ding your stupid car.
Unfortunate turn of events.
Look, I don't know what you're trying to pull here, but I should warn you, I have friends with the police department.
Of course you do. In fact, here's one of them now.
Look, I don't want any trouble. Let's just forget about the ding.
Okay.
Excuse me, but there is this other matter.
What other matter?
The back alimony and child support matter.
You have an ex-wife and 3 kids in Cleveland that you owe back alimony and child support to the tune of $57,000?
You are not a good dad.
Let's see what your police friends think of that.
Elliot Pierre, a.k.a. Elliot Peters, you're under arrest.
Extremely unfortunate turn of events.
I do not believe this.
Believe it.
Funny how such a little ding can open up such a big can of worms, isn't it?
What is that tow truck doing here?
Good news. The state is going to fix that ding for you.
And they're gonna auction it off to the highest bidder.
This cannot be happening.
Relax, it's going for a good cause. The money they make is going to the ex-wife and the kids you seem to have forgotten you have.
Oh.
Hi, Charlie. Glad you could drop by.
Oh, I wouldn't have missed it. Not every guy gets to tow an azure blue 69 Corvette.
Triple coated.
Paint code 976.
No, you can't tow this car. It'll throw off its delicate balance.
Good point. You ever driven one of these?
No.
Meet you back at the station.
All right, come on, Levi.
Now, wait a minute. If anybody is going to drive this car, it should be someone with experience. Like me.
Tell you what,
What?
you can ride in the tow truck with me. That way it'll be a new experience for you, too.
No, wait.